Alright, well, whether or not there's someone here, I don't know, but either way and eventually, welcome to this stream that I am doing on my birthday. It's going to be maybe a fairly short stream, I'm not sure. I'm just gonna get started and do things, and we'll see when I feel like quitting. Regardless, this is where we left off. It's time to finally repair the SDF barracks, or put it into existence, or whatever. Anyway. Construction continued through the night. I imagine Strongbad saying that in the Trogdor voice. Anyway. The SDF barracks has been renovated. Alright. They got a big screen TV. I know, it's supposed to be like an important tactical computer or something, but how is that not a big screen TV? The SDF barracks has been finished. There's a soldier named Tonami waiting to thank you on behalf of his superior officer. Hey, Unit 13. We have orders to head to Ikebukuro. Once you're prepared, head over to the SDF barracks. Alright, well I was going there anyway to get my Paris cut. Third floor. I could also have just used the shortcut button, but whatever. Look, we got guns on a rack here, and guns hanging against the wall. It seems like maybe a bit of an oversight that nobody is guarding the elevator and or stairs to this floor. So basically any of the civilians up on, say, Residential A, the 8th floor, could just wander up here, or wander down here and pick up an AK-47 or whatever these are. Those are some big guns. Oh, whatever. It's probably fine. Oh, hey. Yeah, I'm probably not going to stream terribly long myself. It's my birthday, and I'm planning to just stream for maybe an hour and then go eat supper out or something. So we repaired the SDF barracks, and I was just commenting on how this floor doesn't appear to be gated off in any way from the general public, and yet there are guns everywhere. Anyway, here's Private Tonami. You've done well, Unit 13. I'm here to express our gratitude to you. Thank you. Our commander wanted to apologize. She couldn't be here to thank you in person. However, don't doubt that this comes straight from her. No, from the entire SDF. Please, put it to good use. Paris cut. Using Murakumo technology, even without quality materials, we have some gear to use. We'll have to think long and hard about the best way to put it to use supporting you. Of course, I'm not saying there's any shame in fighting with older equipment. We're always going to give it our best shot. So, we've already seen guard items, cut items just completely make you immune to certain status effects, and will be completely mandatory later. Guard and cut items will be completely mandatory for 1 or 2 boss fights, 2 to 4 of them throughout the whole series. Basically, just wear this kind of status guard item or you're dead. Anyway. Is this where I'm supposed to be? Well, here's the main person of the SDF, so probably. Yep. You're here, Unit 13. As explained previously, the SDF is playing a major role in the strategy to recapture... I can't pronounce that word. I think it's Ikebukuro, but that's probably not right. You'll be working under our command as well. I've already confirmed it with Natsume. Alright. That's not it at all. We're risking our lives together out there. No one's ordering the other around. Well, I mean, we need a chain of command to function as an army of some sort. Whatever. Unit 13 saved our lives. We're fighting to repay that debt. ... You'll learn how Murakumo repays theirs. Well, that's interesting. Contact from the recon squad. Just now we've detected a massive electromagnetic charge in the Ikebukuro sky. Everyone, prepare for an attack. 32.7% probability of hitting City Hall. Well, that could be bad. 32%? Everybody, get ready for a shock. Didn't they say 32.7? You're being optimistic rounding down. If it hit City Hall, I don't think it would survive. The laser didn't hit us. Looks like it hit the Ichigaya area. So, like, the first laser completely nuked the area that it hit. I'm pretty sure that there's no bracing you could do to survive that. Well, anyway. Message from HQ. Murakumo, Unit 13, SDF. We'll begin the operation immediately. Yeah, I get it. I got it. You guys coming? Everything's okay. Of course I'm coming. Yeah, we're okay to move out. We'll enter Ikebukuro ahead of you in order to secure a bulkhead in the dungeon. 30 minutes later, your squad will arrive at the combat zone. We'll handle the electro lasers. You get the dragon, the Imperial Dragon. Officially, that's your role. But each of us will do everything we can. Easy enough to understand, right? Okay, head out. Hurry up. Alright. So, remember when City Hall was literally upside down? Well, I don't know what happened to this place, but it doesn't look good. Yamate line. Yeah. I guess the dragon decided it wanted to, do something creative with these rails. What? Whoa, that's one big ball of yarn. The magnetic field is coming from the center. By the looks of it, that dragon's really strong. You guys watch yourselves, alright? We'll try to do the same. Well, is this bigger or smaller than the biggest ball of yarn in Minnesota? Twine in Minnesota. You're here? Get in there right away and start. We'll be right behind you. I don't know what I needed an extra 30 minutes for. It seems like I get anywhere I want instantly, but maybe that's just the player perception. Hey, Unit 13, just who I wanted to see. We've been ordered to assist in the extraction of injured friendlies. This directive comes from Rin at the front. Can you help us out? She's obstinate, but she works hard and she's got a good heart, so I'm asking you, don't let them die. Okay, counting on you. Being stuck in here isn't good. We'll need to break our way out. We all need to break our way out. The route ought to be secure, but no telling what's out there or where. Be careful. Aside from the gun that wiped Ishigiya, there are electro lasers aimed at invaders. Until those things are down, they'll be taking us down left and right. It'll be hairy. Nah, don't you worry about it. The SDF will show you how we clear a path. Alright. So let's see how big a deal these electro lasers are. Altitude 100 meters. This floor is already secured. Oh no, there's someone down over there. He's SDF. It's these dang lasers. They're getting burned alive in here. He's not the only one. There are an awful lot of others. For a lot of these guys, this was a suicide mission from the start. Incoming call from the SDF. Dragon confirmed. Altitude 700 meters. Move ASAP. That's all. Hurry up and go. Well, that wasn't a call. That was just a message, which you were passing on. Didn't you say this floor was secure? Why are there still dragons here? That's not secure. There's also monsters all over the place, by the way. Oh, finally, a flying dragon. So, I got this plasma jolt here, which is supposed to be strong against flyers. Let's see just how good it is. Also, I don't remember exactly what this dragon does, so... Oh, yeah. So in addition to being super effective, basically, it also, when you use something super effective... Oh, well... So, across the entire world, it seems like there's just however many... There's no known number of Imperial Dragons, but for certain there are 7 Imperial Dragons in Japan, which you could argue is the reason it's called 7th Dragon. Each game has 7 Imperial Dragons, well, sort of. Actually, the final game of the series completely dispenses with that idea and does something else entirely, but it's a thing. At any rate, that Volt attack does not insignificant damage. I think I might be able to kill this guy now without worrying too much about it. Yeah, he's pretty much. As long as he doesn't kill my hexatonic. Okay. It lowers resistance to ice attacks, apparently. Or something like that. Not that it matters when the Hover Dragon's already dead. It probably does that in preparation to use Ice Breath or something. Well, so basically, like, the plot at the very beginning is that basically everyone is completely wiped out and out of commission except for Japan and America. And I think that guy got me from behind. Yeah. I can't take this from behind. I'm just gonna use a smoke bomb or whatever. I think I have, yeah, flashbang. I happen to have one of those, so I'm just gonna tell everyone else to escape, and there we go. I should probably buy a couple more of those. I'm used to having... Is there a way to... Yeah. No. There is a class, I think it's Trickster, which just has the ability to leave battle at will with a skill. So I think I'm too used to having that in my party. Alright. Now let's not take this... Let's not let this guy hit me from behind this time. It's fine if... It's not really possible to get him from behind because he's in the air and where I can't reach him, but at the very least I'd like to avoid getting a surprise attack. Given how much damage the Jolt attack does, I'm just going to have Daz prevent my healer from dying, or prevent my mage from dying. Unfortunately, I think Sarah is faster than the mage. Otherwise, I could have her use hacking right away. That would be really favorable. Hello? I don't know, the game just stopped for a minute there. Ah, that missed? He has hacking weakness. Oh well, he's gonna waste his turn using Hexatonic anyway. So it doesn't really matter because he's dead. I mean, to be fair, this game was only unofficially translated into English even. It's the entire series, apart from technically the DS one, which is sort of in a fantasy world, but sort of not, as revealed later. All take place in Japan, and only came out in Japan. I don't know. They're all very Japanese games. That was... Yep. Who are we clearing the way for? Me? What was I saying? Oh yeah. So the last game of the series was officially translated for the 3DS, and it was the game that I discovered this series by. And I would always describe it to... I would imagine describing it as being a very Japanese game. Brr, what an unexpected place to meet. Are you here to help me? Then give me a hand. I threw my back out, I think. Right. Anyway, yeah, the initial lore at the beginning of the game is that everyone is out of communication except for America, who are doing just fine because of some mysterious, I don't know, advisor or secretary that the president has telling him how to help, who's basically helped America prepare for the attack of the dragons. So America is doing pretty well, and Japan is sort of just barely scraping by with our player characters as the heroes. These red rappies can heal themselves, it seems. But that shouldn't really matter if they waste all their turns doing that. And also there was this moment where America sent a call by satellite and was like, yeah, well, we're just barely holding on ourselves, so we can't really send you any help, but you be safe. And that was basically the extent of the conversation before they cut the feed. Alright. Well, there's still monsters all over here, but at least I've cleared out the dragons. Everything's alright here. Please, keep on with the mission. I could use Plasma Jolt to get rid of the Nighthawk right away. I don't think these rabbies are terribly dangerous, honestly. Yep, down he goes. I think a few regular attacks should finish this guy. Yep. Easy. So, this place can get a little bit tedious to navigate because it really likes having this just loop that you slowly spiral up at the end of each area, and there's still encounters all throughout the loop, so you're almost guaranteed to get like 2 encounters as you're trying to go up the loop. This is where stealth is going to be very important later, as I try to get back up to where I was before after running out of MP and having to go back. Oh no, it gains speed. I don't really care if it's dead though. I'm still faster than it? Alright. I guess it didn't gain that much speed. Should use what was dropped that battle. Alright, 200 meters. There's a bunch of exclamation points. Oh! Someone, quick, that electro laser! This shield is practically... Uh-oh. Well, I'd better go try to destroy that electro laser. We're gonna get to find out how those work. So here it is. It's a special type of enemy, static enemy, that you have to get rid of. And, as I recall, the rules of the electro laser are that it charges for a certain number of turns and then does a massive party-hitting damage. Party-hitting attack. So, I don't remember if the attack counts as physical or not, but I'm going to hope that it does, because I have a lot of defenses against physical attacks. Oh yeah, I can also just regular attack some. Fortunately, this one looks like I'll be able to handle it just fine. Yeah, it also... I don't know if it's... like, it's basically a monster? I don't know. Well, that one was easy to destroy because it was busy lasering that soldier down. Also, Gato is here. Senpai, that soldier is... fried. Naturally, the only way you could survive a jolt like that is strong ceramic shielding. I can't believe this. I know this wasn't the original plan, but neither was what we're seeing here. Unit 13, we've got to back up the SDF for now. Destroy these electro lasers ahead of us. Yeah, the plan was the SDF would take these things out ahead of us, but that's not going to work, and they're all busy being fried. And the worst part is that it kind of almost destroys the railing under him. This never really comes into play, but it could have. Oh wow. This is the text. Yeah, maybe throwing insufficiently armored soldiers against literal laser beams was not a good idea. I'm running out of MP. probably not going to be able to handle whatever dragons are here without going back and recovering MP. And that's where stealth comes in. Right. And yeah, I know, it's supposed to be urgent, but the game doesn't care if you leave, go to sleep, shop, whatever else you want to do, and then come back and continue the story. I would be disappointed if it did care. Alright. Oh, wait. I should buy some more flashbangs if I can. Because I used up the only one I had, and I might get caught from behind by a dragon again. Well, I'll say the destroyer class can basically punch anything they want. That's the armory. This is the one who sells usable items. Do you have... You do have flashbangs. I'll take 5. Alright. Now I can go. There's no encounters in this first area, but once I get here, I'd better turn on stealth to avoid fighting like 16 more normal enemy groups on the way up. I think the wind is almost drowning out the music here. I'd say the real star of the show here is that giant, like, whatever it is in the background, a twisted railing all around itself like that. Yeah. Stealth 1, popped at the beginning of the area, is just enough to avoid all encounters in the area. You leave just before the threat counter would have gone up. So here's a flying dragon. Is he going to see me? Where's that guy going? Okay. I might... The flying dragon might interrupt this fight. Oh, okay. Tower dragon. This looks exactly like dragons that jump, but I don't remember whether this one in particular jumps. Oh no, the other dragon's gonna show up. Well, I know how to deal with the other dragon, it's just, I don't know. This could be a problem. Okay, Venom Breath. Yeah, it didn't poison but one of us. Alright, I think it's gonna jump next turn. I still don't have recover that that hits the whole party yet, so it's not worth it to bother using that. I'm gonna, let's see, hopefully I can hit him before he runs away. Try to hack that guy, because he's going to be vulnerable to hacking after being hit with that. I probably should have let the tower dragon walk away and then kill the cover dragon first. Ah, that poison's probably gonna kill me. That's really good. Ah, no hack. I could die at this point. Alright, his attack is down, that's good. Oh wow. Everyone is very dead. Well, what do I do? Try to keep you alive and use Nano Machine, which will revive everyone except her. It'll revive everyone if she's still alive at the end of turn. Nope. Venom Breath hits before Daz, so he's probably not quite dead. Oh, there it goes, jumping in the air. So it's invincible while it's in the air. It's basically like using Fly or Dig. I don't know if they exist in this game, but some later games have abilities that let you hit enemies that... Oh, okay. So Nanomachine works as long as the party isn't completely wiped. This is important information. So it doesn't matter that the person who cast it is dead, as long as the whole party isn't dead. Alright. So Sarah didn't waste her turn and die. That's good. She did die, but she didn't waste her turn before doing so. So I might have a shot at surviving this. I don't know. I was hoping to have killed that... Oh yeah, there we go. Well, this entire series is very generous with retries. If essentially, when you lose a battle, you can choose to restart the battle from the beginning, or you can choose to load the game. So, if the problem is that you just got unlucky, which I did here because the hack didn't work, then you can retry and get slightly better luck and survive, or just have slightly better strategy or account for the luck or whatever. If you are so ill-prepared that you can't possibly win, then you have the option of, oh, duh, let's use Trash Pickup. That'll help with everyone poisoning me forever. So Trash Pickup reduces how long bad status effects last. So it doesn't immediately get rid of these status effects, but it's going to make them a lot less dangerous, because I'll only be poisoned for like 1 or 2 turns instead of 6. Yeah. That should help a little bit. Alright. Try lowering his attack again, because that is a useful thing to do. And hack this guy. Hopefully. If hack works, I'll be in really good shape, because I can order him to attack himself, and he'll definitely die. Okay. Daz might die of the poison. Okay, yeah, that's not good. Okay. Well, I think I'm screwed. The targeting just wasn't any good for me. I could always choose to just throw a flashbang and try again to deal with these dragons on an individual basis instead of both at once. Let's try putting up a decoy mirror, though. That way, at least my healer won't immediately die. In fact, if the decoy mirror is up during the poison turn, then he won't even get poisoned. Alright. We're gonna try flaming this guy, jab him again, use trash pickup. Maybe I shouldn't rely on hacking, because I know I can kill the hover dragon quickly. If I use regenerator, then everyone will at least get some more health. Yeah. This is what I mean if I say everyone and everything is fragile in this game. There's really no such thing as an actual tank. Like, Daz is supposed to be the tank class, but look how well he's tanking everything. He just dies as quickly as everybody else. I would like to recover him, but I can't afford the turn when I need to be killing the hover dragon as quickly as possible. So instead I'm going to try regenerator. Although it doesn't recover much, it might help me survive poison. Ugh. That's not a good amount of health for Daz to have. At least Zen isn't poisoned, so he won't die next turn. Should I use resurrection or an item? I don't think it matters. At this point, I'm probably going to be heal cycled. Yeah, I think I'd better just leave this fight and come back to fighting one of them at a time instead. Because this doesn't look like it's going to work too well. Sarah just died immediately after being revived. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to throw a flashbang when I retry again. This is why you don't really want to fight more than one dragon at a time if you can help it. I was hoping I'd be able to just rush this guy and kill him, even if the other dragon was planning to interrupt, but clearly the tower dragon is too tanky for me right now, so I should instead try to attract this guy's attention over here and fight him alone. Because I know I can handle a hover dragon alone very, very easily. And then a tower dragon by himself won't be nearly as much difficult, nearly as much trouble. But both of them together is just too much. This is a good example of where, like, something I really like about this series in general, the way that dragons work lends itself to both a strategy in the battle and also kind of a meta strategy out of battle, where you can make decisions out of battle to make the inner battle, to make the actual battle itself much easier to deal with. Such as, of course, approaching one from behind to get a preemptive strike, but also things like eliminating any nearby dragons so that you don't have a two-dragon fight. Because dragons cheat and take 2 turns apiece, once you have 2 dragons, your enemies officially have more turns than you do. Okay, so I'm gonna still put up a decoy mirror so at least my mage doesn't get poisoned. Everything else should be okay. Also, I'm not having to spread all of my efforts at killing things across 2 dragons. I'm just trying to kill 1 dragon. Alright. Maybe trash pickup will get a chance to matter this time. Okay, airsoft training is a good thing to get. Undo some of that poison damage for me. Double hook. Let's put on Regenerator. It doesn't recover much, but again, it should help mitigate the damage from poison. Alright, that's fine. And this will lower his attack just before he tries to jump. Yeah, the poison went away. Like 2 turns of poison instead of like 6. Alright, I'll put up a new mirror, and maybe you can get this off before he jumps, although I rather doubt it. Attack up? I don't think I've hit attack up yet. Because I know he's going to try to jump this turn. I think Venom Breath, then jump, probably. Yep, there he goes. Now I can't hit him. So, this is wasted, but as expected. Alright, well, in that case, I can spend this turn healing. What did I push? Okay, no. Let's see. You use an item, you just guard and try not to die. Continues trying to poison your party as he's in the air. Okay, everyone's poison went away except for Zen. I guess I'll just have him use recover so that he's not poisoned anymore. Because I might be able to finish the boss just with Daz's attacks. It's pretty close. Trash pickup went away, so I'm going to put it back on just in case. Honestly, even though it's really silly to be hacking reality like this, I think that the descriptions, like the names and descriptions of what the various hacking abilities do, make sense a lot of the time. At least in a very loose way of making sense. Attack is still up, so I guess I'll defense boost. It shouldn't matter, because this guy should die. Yep. So, tower dragons, tanks that jump. At least for now. That level made everyone full up on HP and MP, so I don't need to leave yet. That's probably a hover dragon, given that it's sitting still and appears to be in the air, so let's get rid of that guy. I hope that was not from behind. Ah, darn it. Well, I think I can survive. He's gonna get a chance to do the thing that makes everyone weak to ice, and then possibly a freeze breath afterward, but I don't know, I might be able to kill him off. If I don't, I guess I'll retry, throw a flashbang, and then fight him normally. I've leveled up, so everything does more damage, so I might actually just kill him. Yeah, so Hexatonic. If I can get off a Plasma Jolt before he does anything, then I'll be fine. I'm going to try to jab him as well, and attack him, and hope for the best. Yeah, there we go. Still didn't get a chance to freeze breath after Hexatonic. Basically, lowered resistance makes that element super effective against whatever you hit with it. So this dragon tries to make everyone weak to ice and then uses freeze breath, which is a very intelligent thing to do. And that, walking around, is probably another tower dragon. I hope I'm not close enough for it to interrupt this fight. It doesn't look like I am, so should be okay. Well, that was a waste of their turns. A few regular attacks should finish them. Okay, so now I'm gonna see where this guy turns around, because he will eventually turn around, and then try to hit him from behind. There he goes. And just because I've leveled up about once since I first fought this guy, he should be a much easier fight. Or at least a bit easier of a fight anyway. The basic strategy is still the same. I'm using attack boost instead of defense boost first, and hoping that that will help. Of course, the ideal is always to kill them before they can jump once, but there's no hope of doing that when you first encounter one. I didn't do too much damage, really. The poison itself did a lot more damage than the attack. Away he goes. Well, I was hoping to double hook him before he could do that, but no good. Oh well. Alright, poison is gone at least. Let's see, hopefully I can cure Sarah before anything happens. You... I guess just... guard? I don't know what else to do with you. I guess I can put a defense boost since I haven't yet. Alright. Aimed right at Sarah, predictably enough. If Regenerator were, you know, actually an effective amount of healing, then it would be able to get rid of the damage from Venom, but I just can't. Wrong button. Let's... I'm gonna have to have you heal. Try to hack it? Lucky hack. Alright. Well, he's dead now. Recovering from being hacked. That message essentially means that the hacking stole that turn from him, which is about the best thing that can happen once they're hacked. Alright. Well, I don't have to do much of anything now. I guess I'll have him... I guess I'll use Poison Jam. Might just kill him. No, but All Down is going to have Jab kill him. I love that hack can sometimes actually work. Given how completely debilitating and powerful it is, the fact that you don't have to set it up for it to sometimes work. Very nice. Dang it, I'm shaking. Pull it together. I'm a shield for the people. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Oh, okay. You go on being a shield for the people then. I'm gonna go the other way maybe. Oh. That laser has turned itself toward me. Stop! Go any further and you'll get zapped. I'll be a decoy and distract it. You've got to take out the laser while I do. Ugh. Alright, so he was psyching himself out to do that. And he's probably gonna die as soon as we fight this laser. Oh no. So that first one didn't really do the thing that I mentioned where it charges up for an attack that hits everyone, but I know they do that. Maybe they do that later. Some of the later ones do that. I guess in theory this one is being distracted by trying to hit that soldier, so it can't actually aim its super laser attack at me. Alright, well I think one more fire should kill it. Yep, didn't stand a chance. I guess all the weak electro lasers are near the bottom, which makes sense in some ways. Aww. Shield of the people. Her eyes are still damp with tears. Yeah, I don't know if this is necessarily the most effective strategy, literally throwing meat shields at them, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm almost out of MP, but maybe this one will be as much a pushover as the first two. That would be nice. Yep, that just attacked and didn't do anything else. Yeah, it'll go down with a regular attack or two. Yeah, maybe I didn't recognize this the first time, but I remember the electro lasers being much tougher enemies to fight, and that's probably the later ones, and that's also probably in turn because the ones you fight here are being distracted. So they're so weak at the beginning because they're being distracted and fought by the SDF in the first place. And then later ones, well, we'll see. But actually, the guy who was distracting this one actually survived somehow, I think. He's standing there. Oh. Cough, cough. Thanks for your help. Whose crazy idea was this? Hasn't your boss told you yet? Haha, I guess you don't know. ... Boss? Wait, you mean Miss Hikasa? Yeah, that's right. We got it straight from her lips that the landing party was safe and asking for us. But the only thing we could do for them was drag their bodies out of the flames. Back up. Then why were all of you willing to come here just to get killed? How awful. This is terrible. This is war. One thing after another, obeying idiot orders until one kills you. That's just a soldier's life. You knew? ... I understand that I'm not going to convince you, but all we can do now is finish the job. Moping around on the battlefield isn't going to make things any better. Even if all we do is take down the Imperial Dragon a day sooner, that day could save the world for humanity. Isn't that right, Unit 13? I think this plan is stupid and you needed a better one. Whether or not you're convinced, what does that change about what we're here to do? All we can do is keep on going. Angry or sad, we'll talk when we're home. Alright, let's move. I'm not saying I hate you or anything, just that there are things only we can do, so we have to take care of them. When did you imply that you hated me? Where did this come up? I don't know if I can make it up this staircase without... I say staircase, but it's literally made of rails, without another encounter. Oh, wow. That's not good. Yeah. This isn't normal. Gee, you think? No, people getting blasted out of the area above you and falling from the sky is totally normal. Alright, that encounter wasn't too bad. I'm hoping secretly, because I don't remember, that there might be an exit on the next floor, like near the beginning, or a cutscene that sends me back to base or something. If not, I'll just use an exit and have to stealth my way all the way back. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, never mind. Dang, what the heck kind of huge thing is that? Yeah, it's not upside down, technically. Even with the plan, even with military support, how could we hope to win? Wait, aren't you the military support? It's regrettable, but no matter what arises, all we can do is stick to the plan. I am truly sorry for your losses. I know. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave and then spend like 2 stealths getting back up here again. I mean, I could spend a bunch of the MP healing items, but it seems like a waste when I can use resources that don't cost money to replenish. Why do I keep pushing up when I know it's down? Alright. I want to know how people, like the few civilians that you run into and are able to rescue around here, how did they survive this? I guess they just stayed far away from the electro lasers or something. Dead body covered in soot. You can't even make out a face. These are some really morbid, like, text boxes you get from the dead soldiers, which I guess makes sense. I would certainly describe this area as the place where the game makes it very clear how seriously bad the situation is. Because there's a lot of people that just start dying around here. Like earlier, we were like rescuing people and things seemed almost okay. No, we have soldiers dying like by the dozen around here. And we get semi-graphic descriptions of their bodies if you check them. Ooh, sweet. I'll just use a plasma jolt and it'll be dead. This is one of the better encounters I could have gotten here. Just one Nighthawk. And now that the threat's back to 0, I'll use a stealth to make it the rest of the way up. There are signs someone crawled here. Both legs seem to have been wounded. You're the one who survived and for some reason didn't leave. Alright. Hub. That's a flyer. I'll take care of him. Wrong button. Wrong command. I'm really glad to have a hacker as the third member of the party, because if you accidentally pick the wrong command for the third member of the party, it just immediately executes. And the hacker has, you know, the buff abilities require you to take a moment to target, require a separate input to target the whatever you want to hit with it. With supporter, regardless of which ability you're using, you have to push an input again to the side, so if I realized that I was trying to use the wrong ability, then I could have at least one input's worth of "are you sure" to go back. I've seen other RPGs kind of deal with this by having a completely separate command for executing whatever commands you've already put in, that you need to do after telling everyone what to do. This gear has been fused together by heat. Must have been a direct hit from an electro laser. I'm not really clear what the electro lasers are. I think maybe they're just supposed to be some kind of like extension and or creation of the Imperial Dragon native to this area, since that dragon essentially has properties just like electro lasers to some extent. Natsume, do you read me? If that thing locks onto us, we're in danger. With this place all torn up everywhere, typo, we can't risk firing and hitting your guys. Do you have any read on their location? Something. Say something. ... Major Dojima, you probably realize by now the only way out of this situation. Yeah, of course I have. But I can't pull the trigger. Everything depends on you. Okay. Well, joke's on me, there was a healing save point here at least. I think these Mandala fan peacock enemies do some kind of status effect attack. I don't remember which one. The same enemy kind of model, but colored differently, does different things. And I know there's at least one that like tries to confuse or paralyze or something. It can be a little nasty. I guess I could have used exhaust during that battle with 2 dragons, but it didn't occur to me. And I don't know if a slightly stronger ability at the beginning of the turn would have actually mattered for that. Every kind of wound is on display. Wow. These descriptions are not pulling their punches. Was there an explosion here? Everything is completely wrecked. I mean, there's just the end of the railway. I mean, things are wrecked in general, but it doesn't look any worse past there than here. All that walking just to see a text box like that. I'm not really clear how you would categorize every kind of wound anyway. You're here, Unit 13. Sorry everyone, like I said before, this is war. Oh, we did it! What? We did what? ... Hey, Unit 13, that big electro cannon takes 180 seconds to recover between one discharge and the next. If we fail taking it out, everything else is up to you. Oh, yeah, there's a big one. So, the ones we were killing before were babies. What are you saying? Charge! No, you can't handle that thing. Don't go after them. Dang it, you idiots! Alright, let's go. Now that is an attack. And, I think Gateau just punched that attack and the electro laser both in the face. Gateau! Hey, Unit 13, don't just stand there. Alright. So yeah, this is the one that I remember. Railgun, as opposed to just the electro laser before. So this one, it's taken... Look how much damage it took from one punch from that guy. He was clearly not wielding a weapon of any kind. He punched it one time, and this is how... It's about a third of its health down. Also, these guys get their own music. Railgun gets its own music. It tried to use laser cannon, but it can't muster up enough charge to fire. Unit 13, don't waste this chance. Alright. I'm killing it. So this is a weakened version of what we will fight a little later. More or less. Just attack. Clean sweep, but it mostly missed and didn't do anything. It isn't aligned to fire. Yeah, so those attacks, we'll get the real version of them with a later railgun, but nice and easy for now. Did we do it? Hey, keep it together! No way, please wake up. I need you to set me straight. Heh, that's my hungry girl. Sorry to leave you in such a state. War is terrible, but keep it together. Otherwise you'll lose your life. Still though, I've spent my days on the field as a soldier. Lived 46 years. After all that, to be able to die for the sake of humanity, I never thought. Unit 13. I don't have any regrets. Keep your will to fight and don't die. You guys too. Live your lives without regret. That's the legacy I want to leave you. Too bad I... Gateau? What's going on? We need to reorganize our forces. Return to base at once. Oh, there is an exit here. My mistake. So, we've had a named character die. Yep, you're alive. This is not an uncommon thing throughout the series. You're introduced to people, and at some point they will probably die. Except for some. Hey, Unit 13, Emergency meeting in the meeting room. Sniff. Now, I don't have as much attachment to this guy as the rest of Mirakumo because I literally just started. It seems I miscalculated this time. There was no plan out there. We all need to keep cooperating. Let's try to work together and win. Gateau died to save all of us. I'm truly sorry. No, that's not how you should feel at all. Rather, that isn't the half of it. You think your casualties were coincidence? Burning through the SDF first was the point. Miss Hikasa, stop it! To stand up to the dragons, we need people with S-class ability. They have power. They're the ones that matter. They're worth 100 of me or you. Wow. You're saying my troops are worthless? But they're out there for you, for your guys. They died because of your guys. They laid down their lives for the sake of humanity, for the sake of their families. There's nothing worthless about that. Hey, Chief, quit it. You think the value of a human life is only about power? Sorry if that's hard to hear, but as a real commander, the math is simple enough. Ow. Owie? You ought to be ashamed. Wow. President, I have a plan. Please, use the sample from the Imperial Dragon war cry. Let's bolster the SDF's armaments with material from an Imperial Dragon. If there's anything that can withstand that laser, that would be it. Absolutely not. That's Murakumo's ace in the hole. Gateau should have had it. Miss Hikasa, it's sad to lose our comrades fighting to take back Tokyo. But they died so that we could fight. We can't close our eyes to the victims. What else are we fighting for? ... How about you, Unit 13? You're deeply sad, I guess? Is that so? So we fight. We fight for the sake of living. Gateau was always talking like that, living without regrets. So I want to do everything I can. I want to use my ability as a scientist to protect everyone I can. Maybe that sounds silly to you, but that's where I get my will to fight. ... I understand. Fine. Miss Hikasa? Perhaps I have made a mistake. This strategy was a failure. Kirino, I'll leave the rest to you. Miss Hikasa. In any case, the proposed plan is accepted. It should take us a day's work to upgrade the equipment of the SDF. Please wait until then, everyone. Everyone is believing in Kirino and waiting. You ought to go get some rest. Okay. So it's telling me to go to my room. I'm going to check the entrance first. This is a pretty good place to actually save and come back afterward. Is there anything to build? Oh, we can't launch any further repairs until we get some new plans. Do you have any quests? Nope, okay. Well, I'm going to sell vendor trash and probably quit because it's about 5. So, long bone in the femur to fibula range, probably from the tower dragons. Skybeat wing, so heavy you can only carry 15. Remember, 15 is the maximum amount of any item that you can carry ever. You can carry as many different items as you want, but only 15 of each. So this is a joke on that. Shimmery tail, just plain ostentatious. I think that's from the peacock enemies. Slimy mucus I might still need for something. Okay, these are both quest items, so I'm going to hang on to them. I think I already have the best equipment available at the moment. Yeah. Are there any healing items or otherwise that I need? I think think I used one flashbang, so I'll take another. Just keep these at 5. Alright. This seems like a good place to stop off. As long as I can remember that I'm supposed to go rest after I come back. And then next time we'll see what comes of Kirino's plan. Alright, so thank you for watching. I think I'll be back next Tuesday, as far as I'm aware. There shouldn't be anything conflicting. I'm going home for my birthday over this coming weekend, so I won't stream this Friday, but the Friday after should be back to normal. Anyway, good night to you as well, and farewell for now.